Hey guys, welcome back. I don't know about you, but I am so ready to properly explore this new update. We didn't really get much of a chance last episode, so I think let's start by looking at the quests, because I'm pretty sure there's a bunch more that have been added. Oh, and I am right in thinking so. Blimey, they added a lot of quests with this update. Where to start? Well, I guess we may as well start by completing this one because we have reached level 40, and I think this is a quest because, yes, this is now when god altars will start appearing in the vaults. They won't appear before level 40. So we may as well complete this and, oh man, get some pretty good rewards for that too. And then for this next quest, we need to just pick up our alchemy table, which is easy enough. One alchemy table. Oh, and some of my floor as well. Always good to break your floor while you're completing quests. And we can complete that and get some golden vault diamonds, which is always nice. And then it looks like this one is basically just saying to open a dungeon door. So we'll probably do that in the next vault or two. We normally open at least one door. But I guess let's take a look at this quest, which is about the gods. So much of this we already know. We've met Idona, Tenos, Valara and Wendar, but they have changed some stuff. So now after level 40 you can find the charms, which I briefly mentioned in last episode, and you can find them inside living chests. And there's 4 different tiers of charms, and the higher the tier, the more affinity they can have for their god. Okay, good to know. And they also have uses and cannot be equipped and unequipped inside, and they use a charge every time you interact with a god altar inside a vault. Okay, so I guess it makes sense if you're wearing one for, let's say, Wendar, you want to try and make sure that you complete Wendar altars with it, because then you actually use the use correctly. So then affinity is important for you to understand for your next quest, so here's your first charm. Oh, I will take our first charm. That sounds lovely. And I guess we may as well roll it, and I will fix my floor while I'm at it as well. And we have an unidentified noble charm, so I guess let's see who we roll. Okay, we got an Idona charm, and this has an extra 9% Idona affinity and has 10 uses. I think you can just equip it up here. Yeah. And then look, it like hovers around you. It looks really cool, I have to admit. They look so cool. Oh, look at them chasing. Anyway, so sorry, I'll stop doing that. So if we were to wear this inside the vault and complete an Idona altar, we would have an extra 9% chance of getting a reward from them. So that's really cool. And then, okay, this is now telling us about god altars, which obviously we have interacted with, but they have also changed. But not entirely, because obviously we still represent the 4 gods. And now when you interact with them, you will get a challenge, and by completing the task, they will give you a favour, which is buffing you in the vault you're inside, and then the affinity is about getting a reputation point with that god. And as I mentioned, if you fail the challenge, it will curse your vault, which is concerning, but we'll get to that. And then you can only reach 25 reputation points in total, and so if you get a reputation point with a different god, it will remove one from one of the others. Okay, so in order to get this, we now need to actually complete a god altar. And I will say, I'm pretty sure because of my divine, I have a base 30% affinity with all of the gods, which is really useful because before you sort of had a default percent of 5, I believe, and now you have none. So I'm currently wearing my Idona charm, so I have 30% with everything, but Idona I have 39%. So that's really interesting. I'm not sure I'm going to use this straight away because I think I want to get a feel for exactly how the god altars work before I start using charms, especially because they're quite rare. But we should have at least a 30% chance with any of the gods of getting one of their reputation points, so that is quite useful. And so it looks like, at least for the start of the day, our goals are to open a dungeon door to complete this quest, and then also to try and complete a god altar, which I really do want to do anyway, because I really want to see what these quests / challenges are, and see if we can actually complete one, and if we can get a reputation point. But the curse is concerning, but all of these things come with a risk, I suppose. But if we want to take a look at the divine paradox and all of these other things, we're going to have to complete these first, which means we need to get ourselves a crystal. And let's take a look at our bounties, because we've still got our one to mine black opal, although we're over halfway there, so maybe if we're lucky we'll be able to complete that, which would be wonderful. And then we have kill 34 dweller mobs, which once again isn't too bad. Well, now we've got our 2 actual bounties, I think we need to just go in and see what we get. Okay, what have you got for me? We have a Horde Vault. Okay, so that's plus 50% item quantity, which is very exciting. It's 5 obelisks, which is quite high, but potentially doable, although 2 of them are 8. But if we run across them, you know me, I will definitely give it a shot. And then apart from that, we have a cave theme, which we really don't get very often, so I'm actually quite excited about it. Alright, let's see how this goes. And hopefully we might be able to find a dungeon and a god altar, which would be very, very nice. I don't know why I can hear a chicken. I'm just going to try and ignore the fact that I can hear a random chicken, because that feels like a problem waiting to happen. And we have a dungeon door. And it's extreme, but this is the dungeon that we can steal a little bit from. And we also completed our quest, so it doesn't require us to actually complete it, just to open the door. Perfect. Ah, 1 black opal. I can still hear a chicken, or I'm going mad. Maybe you guys can't hear a chicken, and that's just me. That would be an entertaining way to find out that I'm going insane. Oh, is it you? That's the chicken. Okay, we found it, guys. I'm not going mad. Ooh, we could see what this wants. Let's do it. Kill horde mobs. 140 in 12 minutes. Okay, that's a lot of horde mobs that I need to kill. Like, a lot. Man, I normally only kill, like, 200 of everything put together. Actually, no, I've been killing, like, 400 recently, so maybe I'll be able to do it. But putting a time limit on it is... Ooh, dangerous. Oh, hi. Where did you come from? You do not want to be taken surprised by a champion ghost. Don't recommend. Thank you for the shield, though. That's very nice of you. Something like a challenge room would also be great for this. Oh man, there's another champion. Hi. Thank you for the wand. Ah, oh, there's an obelisk. Wonderful. And some more horde mobs. Also wonderful. Perfect. Okay, that is 1 obelisk down. There's something about whenever they add new things in Vault Hunters, it always just makes me scared again. Or not scared, but like, I feel like a lot of Vault Hunters I'm quite used to now. I sort of know how it works. And it's very strange to go back to being uncertain, but it's very fun as well. And another champion, finally. We've had quite a lot. I wonder if they upped the rate and I didn't notice it. We might be about to discover exactly what happens when you fail a god altar, which should also be interesting to be fair, so I'm not too bummed about that, because I really want to see the sorts of things it does, although I am worried it will be something that's gonna kill me. But it's been a while since we've died in Vault Hunters. Wouldn't be the end of the world. Thank you. 1 minute left with some very unlucky POIs. We're about to see at least one of the punishments that we can get. Which, like I said, I am actually quite interested to see, so this should be interesting if nothing else. And if it's completely dreadful, then we can just leave the vault. Alright, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fail. Lethal, that sounds great. Mobs in this vault will always critical hit strike. Wonderful. Oh boy. Okay, this will be fun. Yeah, this is gonna be great. Let's see how hard everything is. Probably quite. Although not completely unsurmountable, at least on the initial try. We'll keep going with this for now, although I definitely need to keep a bit of a closer eye, I think, on my health. And the Guardians, now, the Guardians are gonna be a lot trickier now. Aha, we've got another obelisk. Okay, how many is this? Okay, this is our lowest one at 5. I think it's worth trying and seeing if we can actually survive the Guardians or if they're really bad. And it's our least number of Guardians we have, so it's the best time to try it. Whoa! Whoa! Okay, hello! That was a thing. I think that thing's still down there. Oh! Oh man, that scared the life out of me. Okay, five Guardians. 5. Okay, those Guardians weren't too bad. If that's what they were all like, that would be doable. Where is Earth is that thing? You! Oh, that screen shake is dreadful. That screen shake is bad. Oh, I don't like that guy. I was not prepared for whatever that guy was. Was he? A rocky roller. A rocky roller. Was not prepared for that guy. Not a huge fan. Oh, okay. Calm down, calm down. Oh, there's a black opal. I need 3. I see 1. Hi. Yes, critical hit spiders. I'd forgotten about that bit. You know what? This is a bad idea. This is a very bad idea. You know what? As much as I want to complete that bounty, it's not worth my life. And I think I might lose it. Oh boy. Oh god. Okay, I really didn't need to transition straight from the rocky roller into that chaos. Hi. Thank you for my bounty. That was very kind of you. Do you happen to have what I need for my other bounty? Oh, hi. I don't actually need a second one of you, but you're always welcome, I suppose. Let's see if we can do this, because we have enough obelisks. There's one in both of these rooms. Okay. And there was one in this room, right? Oh man, the timing in this is going to get awkward. I do not have much health. Well, we gotta try it. If I don't try it, I am gonna regret everything. Oh! Okay, we did it. I stopped breathing during the end of that. I have, like, 6 hearts available to me because of the amount of kiwis I just ate. Oh! Okay, 66,000 experience. Yeah, that's that additional XP I mentioned. That came through. Oh boy. Okay. A great amount of ores, good amount of chests, and that lethal was particularly harsh, but the horde, I think, was very nice to us. And just actually out of interest, how many horde mobs did we kill overall? 116, and it had asked for, I can't remember the exact number, but it was about that. So it basically asked for me to kill about the number of zombies that I killed in the entire vault to be done in, what, 11 minutes? That was harsh. I will continue to test out those altars, but I really hope that was a high roll, because that was difficult. Yep, I think that item quantity definitely helped us out. We got 41 Vault Diamonds, 159 Knowledge, a Waxing Focus, 2 Mod Boxes, 9 Jewels, and 7 Gear Pieces. Plus a bunch of ores, including a good amount of Black Opal, so we only need 1 more now to complete our bounty, so we are getting so close. And speaking of bounties, we did manage to complete our Dweller Mob bounty, so we can claim that. Level up, which is also lovely, and we can open both that and our completion crate, because somehow we did manage to clutch that vault right at the end. Let's see what we get. For our jewels, I think the ones we're going to keep hold of are this amazing size 10 2.2% item rarity, which I'm very excited about. This size 22 vanilla immortality, I'm going to keep hold of this. I'm not sure if I'll use it, but it definitely seems worth keeping hold of. This size 22 6.8 mining speed, which is quite nice. This perfect jewel, which unfortunately a lot of the things don't work together, but I might try and cut this down and see if I can get rid of shoveling and potentially copiously and have quite a small item rarity and mining speed jewel, which would be very nice. Then we have this flawed jewel, which has copiously and durability, which would be really, really nice if I ever need to make another copiously tool. And finally, this flawed jewel, which also has copiously and durability. So both of these seem like they might be worth keeping hold of in case I want to make another copiously tool at some point. As for all this gear, I think I will be keeping hold of this magnet, which is an epic magnet, and is actually really good. It's not going to immediately replace mine because I do have the legendary item rarity, but if something were to happen to mine, I think this might be our best potential backup. And then, unfortunately, everything else wasn't great, although I do want to show you these 2 legendaries that I rolled, which unfortunately both rolled on scrappy pieces, but I just wanted to share, because it's always fun to see legendaries. So we got this 17% resistance, and this 31% trap disarm. As for my unspent skill point, I think I'm going to put it into getting some more damage from my javelin, because I do love using my javelin, so I may as well make it even more useful. And of course, we can now complete our dungeon door quest, and we can also complete our god altar quest. Luckily, despite the fact it says complete a god altar, it seemed to actually mean to just take one of the challenges. So we have completed it despite the fact we failed our challenge. Let's take a look at the 2 quests that unlocked. So we have this one, which is about the Plunderer's Pearl. And this can be combined with a vault crystal in an anvil to make a plunderer's vault, which removes all experience gain, but increases the amount of loot and vault ores. This is quite an interesting idea, because basically it means that, as it says here, sometimes you can fall behind with your gear progression and you're getting experience which is leveling you up outside of your ability to play. So this means that instead you can stop getting any more experience and instead get more loot to try and catch yourself back up. So that's a really cool idea. But then we do need to take a look at the Divine Paradox vaults. So this is introducing the Divine Paradox, which is a vault completely designed by you, and it can be revisited once every day and can be customized to fully suit your needs. Okay, in order to get started, so we need a seal of the creator, and this gives you access to the build realm, where you can buy rooms for vault gold to extend your vault, and each room is associated with a god and requires a certain amount of reputation in order to build it. And then every time you add a room, the reputation requirement for that god goes up. That makes sense. And the build realm is empty and basically is just there so you can design it, and so you can enter it at any time as long as you have one of these seals on the crystal. So in order to do this, we need to attach a seal of the creator to a crystal. That's very interesting. At the moment, we don't have any reputation, So I imagine that either we won't be able to add any rooms, or the rooms we'll be able to add will be very limited, because we just don't have the reputation that's required to build certain rooms. So I will probably leave this until we've got at least one reputation point, just so we can see what everything's about. But this does seem very interesting, because you can buy rooms for vault gold to extend your vault, and that means that you can design your own vault and you can revisit it once a day. That's very interesting. I look forward to trying that out. So if we want to complete this Plunderer's Pearl quest, first we need to gut ourselves a crystal, make a Plunderer's Pearl, and combine them. Perfect. And I don't necessarily need that as a catch-up mechanic right now, so I don't think I'm going to use this crystal, but we can complete the quest, and we can take a look at the archives one, which just unlocked. This one is obviously all about the archives that you find inside of dungeons, and there's one for alchemy, which is things for the potions, and one for modifiers, which is for gear. And we pretty much know exactly how they work. So what we need to do is try and find specifically an alchemy archive. Okay, well, if we happen to find one, that will be perfect. But in order to properly try out the Divine Paradox Vault and complete the Archives quest, we need to actually run some more vaults to get a reputation point and find ourselves an archive. So let's get ourselves a crystal. And let's take a look at our bounties, because we only need one more black opal, which is amazing. And then we have kill 57 horde mobs for 2 echo and a ton of silver. Okay. And find 24 vault diamonds for a black chromatic steel. Okay, both of these are actually pretty good. We'll go with kill horde mobs for this first one, but both of them are actually really nice. And let's see what the vault gods give us. What have we got? We have, elixir vault. That's always fun, love an elixir. And one of the pirate themes, which is also always very nice. Okay, well, we'll have to see how completable this elixir is, as we know they are quite changeable and variable between them. But if we get some decent rolls on the horde mobs or on the wooden chests, then we should be in a pretty good state, so let's just see how this goes. Well, wooden gives some elixir, nothing amazing, but it's not nothing. Okay. Oh, hello. You trying to push me down into the lava? That wasn't very nice of you. Oh, and we managed to complete the bounty in like 2.5 minutes. Okay. That was nice and easy. Now we just need to try and find a black opal. And that would be both bounties complete, which would be absolutely lovely. We do also need to try and keep an eye out for god altars. So, ooh, what on earth are you? That was a cool looking guy. We do need to try and look out for god altars so we can try and get a new challenge. There has been an update since I last played, and I think it said that challenges have been made easier, so, or at least slightly, the balance has been slightly changed, so I can hope that they're slightly easier than they were the last time we played, and that was a bit of an oversight, but we won't really know until we find a new one to try out, so I definitely want to do that. Ooh, ore room. Okay, let's see if we can find a black opal. That would be amazing. Aha! Perfect. And that is both bounties complete. I am very happy about that. Man, I think that extra damage on the javelin is actually really good. And it feels even more effective than it used to be, which, I mean, it does make sense, but it feels like more than 10% more effective. Okay, let's keep going. 14 minutes, and yeah, we're not halfway through, but that is a Gilded Omega room. Now, I can't remember how gilded are for elixir, but either way, I'm looting this entire thing. And they're pretty dreadful. But we're still going to loot all of this, because I want the loot from it. Oh man, I haven't seen one of these in ages, it feels like. Man, we are going to have so many jewels out of this. And they're all going to be the new size, which is so exciting. Aha! Okay. We may as well see what you want. Loot 19 gilded chests. Okay, I mean, that's still quite difficult to do, because you've got to find that many gilded chests, but it does feel slightly more reasonable than what we were asked to do. Maybe. It's a shame I already looted that entire library, because if I hadn't, that would have been such an easy challenge, because I could have just gone there, which is a huge shame, but I can't really complain, because we did still get the loot from the chests, which is the main thing. I am actually interested, and this probably isn't going to work, but can you take two at once? No. Okay, you can't. That makes sense. I was thinking that would be a little bit OP. Well, that's 3. Oh, and there's some more down here as well. Oh, there's a couple more gilded. We may as well see if we happen across this. Perfect. Ooh, okay. Huh. Okay, so apparently if you leave while you've still got a quest, you still technically curse your vault. But obviously you've left, so it doesn't actually matter, but that's quite funny. And 203 chests is actually really good, and a lot of them, yes, 74 gilded. Man, if we had found those the other way round and found the God Altar first, that would have been so good for us. It was still really good. I can't wait to see what we got from that. And despite not completing the vault and not completing either of the quests we went in with, we still got a lot of stuff from that vault. We got 2 gear pieces, 73 vault diamonds, which is mostly because of that library, but is a frankly ridiculous amount of vault diamonds. 7 key pieces, a waning focus, and then we also got an absolute ton of jewels, quite a lot of which I'm going to keep hold of. All of this top section I'm definitely going to keep, including this legendary item rarity jewel, which at only size 16 is kind of amazing. And then there's also all the rest of these, which I won't go through individually because that would probably take quite a long time and probably be a little bit boring, but I'll just hover over all of them very quickly just in case you are interested in what I'm keeping hold of. And ultimately, all in all, we got an amazing amount of jewels from that vault. It was pretty ridiculous. And we can't forget that we also managed to complete both of our bounties. And with our bounties collected, we have 3 gear pieces to roll, which are unfortunately all not worth really keeping, because we've got 2 scrappies and then a common, but we've actually had quite a good amount of decent leggings come through, so I think all of these are unfortunately going to be scrapped. And I think I'm actually going to have to leave this episode here. We may have only run 2 vaults, but there was a lot of stuff to explore outside the vault today with the new quests, so I think we'll have to pick this up again next week. So far, we haven't really had a chance to fully explore the changes to the God Altars, especially because they were updated when I was recording this episode, but the idea of the challenges is definitely interesting, and I'm very much looking forward to trying them out more. And maybe next episode we'll run that Plunderer's Pearl Vault and just see what the difference for the loot and ores is like. But until then, thank you guys for watching, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!